Good afternoon. This is Sunshine Reports. I am Sahid Arabisala. Several reactions continue to trail reports that President Bola Tinubu has approved the decentralization of Nigerian College of Aviation Technology Zaria, with Akure in Ondo State reportedly approved as the base for the Southwest region. The development has been at the forefront of conversations online and offline, with many residents of Ondo State, particularly Akure, the state capital, praising the federal government for taking the step which is deemed beneficial to the Sunshine State. Ondo State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Laolu Akindole, reacting to the report, noted that an official communication from the federal government is still being awaited. Akindole, who expressed optimism and commitment to the potential project, emphasized Ondo State's readiness to host the institution. The Commissioner highlighted the potential for Akure to become a central hub for aviation education, bringing economic growth and training opportunities to the Southwest. According to the report, President Bola Tinubu approved the splitting of the Nigeria College of Aviation, Zaria, Kaduna State, into 6 campuses, with one in each geopolitical zone of Nigeria. The campuses will be located in Akure, Southwest, Osubi, South-South, Ebonyi, Southeast, Ilori, North Central, and Yola, Northeast. As Ondo's landscape seems calm, with little or no visible campaign activity on the ground, the tension and fanfare typically associated with elections appear subdued this time around, leaving many to wonder how the political parties are preparing for this crucial poll. Despite the seeming lack of activity, representatives of various political parties and voter outreach, however, these strategies appear to be less visible even in the late stages of the race. But while grassroots strategies have been emphasized, some political party representatives believe the recent history of multiple election postponements has created a certain level of apathy and wariness among.
We have conducted primaries, candidates have emerged, and we are preparing. Campaign materials have been printed, and then we expect that all is also good on the side of the umpire, which is ODEC. From our own side, we can speak for ourselves. We are ready for the January 18 local government election. It's a local government election, and what it means is that whatever canvassing of votes will be done at the grassroots level. Not necessarily has to be. You can't possibly know what is happening in one local government or in one ward. For instance, you have a councillor. A councillor is only to be bothered around what happens in his ward. You can't tell me you know what is happening in each of the over 200 wards in Ondo State. You can't. And of course, you also know the financial, economic situation in the country now. So I want to believe that if you look at the way issue of local government elections, the campaign is not always about noise. Maybe at the level of the chairmanship, but you see that the idea of local government is the closest government to people. And the people know the people they want to vote for. People know their leaders. They know the next set of leaders they want to choose. And you don't need big billboards, as it were, to reach the people you want to reach at the grassroots. If we are talking of local government or councillorship election.
The local government is a government of the grassroots. It's a government that is closer to the people, more than what we have in the state or in the federal level. And so they want change from the local government. And we should also not forget that the state government is doing all they can to ensure that they put their proteage, their hardies, their stooge in all the local government we have in Ondo State. But people are aware of that the local government desire autonomy, and that with opposition in the heads of affairs in local government, that is where we can have a full autonomy, not in a place where the governor will just handpick somebody go and be the chairman of SDP, will win this election, and our ODEC will declare us the winner of the election.
Representatives of different political parties speaking there, with January 18 now confirmed as the dates for voting and 13 political parties cleared to participate. Many are bracing for a final surge in activity. Now let's take you to the markets. Onions are a staple in Nigerian cuisines, essential for everything from stews to soups. However, the recent surge in onion prices has left many struggling to afford this vital ingredient. The price of onion has skyrocketed, with the baskets now costing 250,000 naira from 50,000 naira. Abidemi Akinrotoye reports that this dramatic rise has raised concerns about the availability of this vegetable. A report.
The demand for onion in Nigeria is rising due to their essential role as both a vegetable and a spice, with health benefits such as cancer risk reduction and blood sugar management. Nigeria ranks as the third largest producer of onion in Africa and the seventh globally, contributing about 10% to the world's onion production. In 2019, the country produced approximately 1.4 million metric tons, making it the second largest producer in Africa. However, seasonal scarcity leads to significant price hikes, causing concern among consumers. A market survey in Erekeson Market, Akure, the Ondo State capital, reflected a shortage that has become a national issue, impacting Nigeria's food culture. People have voiced their concern about how to alleviate the onion scarcity.
Wọ́n kọjá ojú wọ́n pé ilé wa dá láti gbin àlùbọ́sà. Ó yẹ ká try náà ká lè gbìn so that táwa ti gbìn nílẹ̀ tiwa náà á túbọ̀ shape sí.
The prices is too cost because I bought 500 before it's 100 naira. This 500 onions is 100 naira because but we cannot.
Mi mọ̀ bóyá tán bá gbé ní side ọ̀dọ̀ wa bí ó lè wà okay. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àlùbọ́sà tí wọ́n ju èmi báyìí tó wáyé pé mo bá fẹ́ ṣe ọbẹ̀ eléyìí tó yẹ kí n fi mẹ́ta sí màá ra fi ẹyọ kan sí.
It affects us seriously. I cannot say only me, everybody, because this onion that you are seeing here.
Agricultural experts Idowu Oludare and Abiodun Adeko discussed reasons for farmers' reluctance to plant onion in the southwest.
Major why for the scarcity of onion in southwest Nigeria is simply because our northern brothers who are into onion production got a supply order from other neighboring countries like Chad, Niger, and every other ones to supply them onion, and that is why you discovered it's for quite some years we've not been having those big bulbs any longer. So they take the big bulbs for exportation, and the remaining ones, the residues, are those ones that are brought to us. Of all the regions in Nigeria, the southwest region, we are the most consumers of both tomato and onion, and because of the effect of the demand that are imposed on them at the north, they couldn't supply. There's not enough supply for us at the south.
As a result of flooding, so most of the onion farm were flooded, were washed away by the flood. And the few ones that the farmers were able to gather, they have the dry season between November, December, January. Those are the 3 months that basically we can actually grow onions in the southwest.
The ongoing onion shortage is a pressing issue that requires to gauge potential repercussions on Nigeria's agricultural sector. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
Experts in Ondo State have lauded the recent submission of 4 tax reform bills to the changer for Nigeria's tax system. The bills include Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, Nigeria Tax Administration Bill 2024, Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill 2024, and Joint Revenue Board of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2024. They are aimed at overhauling the country's tax system to enhance efficiency, reduce the burden on low-income earners, and stimulate economic growth. Speaking on the development, tax expert Olawale Jalano praised the reforms, calling them one of the best decisions by the current administration to address the systemic inefficiency in the nation's tax structures. According to it, it added that the inclusion of experts from all regions in the drafting process shows a commitment to fairness and inclusiveness. It urged various regions and states, including Ondo State, to seize this opportunity to explore and maximize their revenue-generating potential for sustainable development.
You know, government is not doing this thing just waking up one day and saying that this is what we want to do. Government was meticulous about it. They have the tax reform committee that have been working, I think, for about a year now before coming up with this tax reform bill. So they have assisting the professionals that is one of the best things that I've seen from the present government. It's not just waking up one day and say certain things and certain things is not going to do, it's going to be. Is what we are having now is a product of serious planning and processes. So that mechanism to me is fair to all, except for those that may just not be earning enough. And one would reasonably expect that opposition from them, because within an economy there is an income and there is distribution of income. So except if the economy is growing, it is what is within the economy that is shared by the various economic units. So that's why we have the distribution and the distribution of income. The bill then plan to redistribute income. So in redistributing the income, someone will lose, another one will gain. So the one that are gaining are the one that are silent or that are supporting the proposal. Those that will lose at the end of the day are the ones that are opposing the proposal.
The proposed bills are expected to introduce a more streamlined approach to tax collection and administration, fostering economic growth by reducing barriers for businesses and individuals. Imagine parking your car this moment and the next you cannot find it. Well, this is to bring perpetrators to book. There's more.
Move into a new normal in Osrc State, Akure, and greeted with a screaming notification: car theft on the rise. Do not park your vehicle by the roadside. Provide extra security for your vehicles. This subtle warning is occasioned by the sudden rise of vehicle theft within this location. The residents say this is an unusual occurrence, with 5 vehicles now gone in less than 3 weeks.
We had reports of car thefts when 5 cars were stolen where they were parked. I mean, days apart, 1 Hilux and 3 cars or 4 cars. So, and it was so rampant. It wasn't like that before.
The Secretary of Landlord Association said the situation has given rise to employ more stringent security measures.
You will observe that it's not peculiar to Ijapo, but it was not like that before here. We blocked one of the gates. We have 3 main gates into the estate. We blocked 1, we left 2 open. Then we sensitized residents about the ugly situations.
Osrc State was not the only location caught in the web of car thieves. Okioba, another area miles away, was also not spared, as the euphoria of the New Year celebration was cut short on the 2nd of July.
Camry, beside this mixer. The owner of the Toyota Camry resides in this house here, because there's no way to take the vehicle inside their compound, because there's no coverts that they can drive through. So that's why they park there in front of one downstairs there, opposite to Osis Hotel. So the 2 cars were parked outside, not within a fence, and they were taking the same hour, the same period, the same minute. So it was a coordinated attack. precisely on the 2nd of January. One of the cars was having pedal locks, but they maneuver it. So that's the full string to me, because I believe the pedal lock could still stretch them. But within that same hour, the two vehicles disappear. Some people have been arrested in connection with the issue.
Some concerned community leaders also recount incidences of
This house here, this gate. That woman wanted to enter his house. You understand me? Before she can go, she goes in to open the door. They just come out and took the car away. And there's another one, but this street too. So if there is light, they should come and assist us in giving us this solar street light.
They send their patrol to that area, and that will